Happy holidays and happy 33rd anniversary to Mega Man. I'm Shadowrock, and today we'll be going over many news pieces that have come out over the last week or so. Let's begin, of course, with Rockman X Dive, because they're getting ready for their own Christmas event. We had a bunch of stuff come out, like a Japanese live stream showing off the new content, little teases and all that. Then finally, on the Taiwan side of things, we had a new producer time this morning with producer Yoda. And he's nice enough to sum up pretty much all the information that was in the Japanese live stream. So we're gonna go over this video first. And of course we're just hitting up the highlights for this 11 minute and 30 second video, so if you want to see the full thing, it will be in the description below. First up, the Christmas event does begin on December 23rd, 2 eves before Christmas. And it will be going on until January 5th. So about 2 weeks. Moving forward to about 26 seconds into the video, we get our first look at the menu for the Christmas event. Of course, it's on a snowy mountain. You got a house, a Christmas tree with some Maverick decorations, a little Metar, and some items like an E-Tank. We also have a new event icon on the top right, which features a statue of Chill Penguin with a Santa hat. This could potentially be a new drop event, or something along those lines. Skipping 10 seconds ahead, we do get our first footage of the Christmas event stage itself. Yoda says this Christmas stage is based off Frost Walrus' stage from Mega Man X4, which takes place in the snowy mountain. It's filled with Christmas presents, Christmas trees with decorations, and even the Mavericks have gotten new Christmas themed outfits like Santa costumes and snowmen. With these holiday stages, there's always some kind of item we'll have to collect, and this time it looks like it's going to be stocking, as we see an enemy drop a stocking in one part of the footage here. And hello Blizzard Buffalo, nice to see you. This is Frost Walrus' stage after all, so it makes sense this guy is here. But maybe he's not only going to be making an appearance as just an icicle statue this time, because Yoda says that while this stage is indeed based off of X4, there is going to be a special boss from X3. And as you watch this video, if you listen really closely, you realize the remix, that's brand new by the way, playing in the background is not Frost Walrus' music, it's actually Blizzard Buffalo's stage. Yoda says at another part of the video that you may already be able to guess who the new boss is going to be, but there should be something special about how he appears this time around. Well, I'm gonna lock in my guess. The boss is gonna be Blizzard Buffalo. I don't know this for sure, but it seems likely at this point. Do y'all agree with me, or what do you think the boss is going to be? The only other thing to say about the Christmas event stage itself is that they are introducing ice physics to this one, which I believe is a first for Rockman X Dive. Considering how buggy the physics of this game already gets sometimes, this is gonna be a fun time. Lastly, we do get a look at the rewards for the stage. They include bit memories and a new Christmas Rico card. Maybe we'll get to see Christmas Rico during the stage itself as well. Now let's move on to the big event. We got a new character and a skin for Christmas. It's Christmas Leviathan and Christmas Pharum, respectively. Starting off with Leviathan, it seems like they're really going for a Santa theme with her outfit this time. They color her head red and white with some snowflakes. They gave her a surprisingly normal looking sweater, which does reveal her shoulders, and the spear looks somewhat like a candy cane. Overall, I do think the design is pretty cute, but I do see how they're really going for a more human-like look with both this character and the next skin we're going to talk about. Which of course I know that's going to cause controversy among the people that want these characters to stay robots, but oh well. Yoda says that he wants to save the reveal of Leviathan's skills for another time, but Capcom Japan had other plans, because in their own live stream, they showed off her skills, and not only that, but the chips and the passive skills too. Albeit all the details are in Japanese, so you'll have to translate them for yourselves or wait for the official English video. Either way, her first skill appears to have something to do with her spear, lunging it forward, And the second one looks like a variation on her Ice Dragon, except this time she's summoning an Icicle Circle, which I believe was one of her attacks in the Zero series. As for her passive skills, it looks like she's definitely going to be able to slow enemies down, and she may be able to heal as well. But we'll find out more very soon, either through the video coming up, or of course when the game updates. Anyways, let's prepare for trouble and make a double with Faram's skin. Yoda says that this skin is meant to show off Faram's charisma. As for my comments on her, I want to remind you guys of when Faram first came out in Rockman X Dive. The first thing we noticed about her is that her hair was like a bit longer compared to Command Mission, and then data miners took a closer look, took the helmet off, and found out that they went through the trouble of modeling out her entire hair, and underneath the helmet she looks a lot like Jessie from Pokemon. The question back then was, why did they do this? Well, turns out it was all for the skin, I guess. Because with this skin, her hair is out in full force, she definitely looks the part, and to boot, she's got a hat that looks a lot like Poison's hat from the Final Fight series. Once again, Dive is really going for those different tastes. You got the cute character and you got the sexy character. But surely Leviathan's not going to be the only character we're getting for a banner. There has to be another one, right? Well, in one of the first promotional images for the Christmas event, we did get a little tease. On one of the corners of the image, you see a character commanding the reindeer at the head of a sleigh. And who's playing the role of Santa this time around? Well, it's hard to see, but it looks a lot like Zero. So while not confirmed yet, it's possible the next character, aside from Leviathan, is yet another Holiday Zero. This will become more relevant in our upcoming discussion, but man, they really can't think of more than just Zero for male characters, huh? Hopefully I'm wrong though. And you know what? Screw it. While we're on the topic, let's skip right to the producer response section, where Yoda addresses a question about why there are always female characters in the new capsules. So first of all, Yoda notes that there are currently more males than females in the game as it stands. But they're giving more attention to the females, making them S ranks, because they didn't get as much of a spotlight as they did in their original games. So for Rockman X Dive, the dev team really wants to create combinations that would not have been possible before. As for why there is a difference between B, A, and S ranks, they want to keep B and A rank limited to characters that players are already familiar with, such as the main protagonist and other playable characters, just to make sure everyone has a better chance of getting them. And I would also explain why there really isn't that many B or A's compared to the host of S ranks out there. You know, besides the fact that this is a gacha game, of course there's going to be a ton of S ranks. Yoda goes on to say that the females are often S ranks because they want to showcase how luxurious and powerful they are. That said, there's no such thing as making female characters stronger than they should be in his opinion, noting that it is possible for even a B rank to defeat an S rank. And if you can't, he basically says, get good! Lastly, he reminds everyone that the last few characters we've had, like Copy X, Omega, Rockman EXE, and Bay CXE, were all males, and if there is another character, weapon, or any other opinions you want to share about the game, you should definitely let your thoughts be known on their social media pages. Now with that discussion out of the way, here's a few more news pieces. It is Mega Man's 33rd anniversary. It started on the 17th. So starting from that date to the 20th, they're giving out anniversary rewards to everybody who logs in during those days. So far we've gotten 69 experience programs. I think that's a reference to Rockman Day, which is 6-9. Either way, very nice. And we also got 120 Mega Man memories. Yes, classic Mega Man. This is definitely a nice reward for anyone who missed out on the Blue Bomber earlier this year, considering he's currently MIA in the banners. The lone limited B rank character. The only other thing pertaining to our interest is a couple of new features that Yoda is teasing for 2021. We have PvP battles with friends, so now you can play PvP with your friends, obviously, and that is a great feature that should have been in the game from the beginning, and yeah, it's nice that we're finally getting it. And then he says something about a bred system. I think what he's talking about is perhaps a breeding system or a pet system, which is what they teased in the survey way back, that they might do a pet system. I imagine something similar to Pokemon Go, where maybe you can set a little enemy like maybe a Metar as your pet that goes along with you, and then you can get items from it every so often. Maybe something like that, but we'll find out more details about that system next year. That's all for the producer time video. So now I just want to recap what happened in Rockman X Dive last week. There wasn't that much though. We had the Great Berserker Sword as the new limited weapon. They had that banner where you can get the guaranteed S rank weapon at the 1st, 3rd, and 5th pulls. 10 pulls, mind you. We had a new Dr. Light event, or you can get Fair Memories and some other things. It's not much to say about that one. And then we did get new Jacob Orbital Elevator stages, which ended off with another X Challenge fight with Steam Chameleon and Toxic Seahorse, which is a bit annoying because they expect you to use a saber against Steam Chameleon, who barely stays on screen for half the battle. And yeah, that was pretty much all the major stuff. Not a lot to talk about last week, which is why we didn't do a news video proper about it. Although I will say, the sword looks awesome, and it's really cool to see more Star Force content. They even played the Star Force main theme in the trailer video for the new Berserker Greatsword weapon. And I'm like, I guess we're already getting ready for that inevitable Star Force collaboration event. Of course, at this point, that Star Force collaboration is definitely going to be happening next year, but I wouldn't be surprised if he shows up by the end of January at least. That's all for Rockman X Dive, but we still got a few more things to discuss. The first thing is a model kit. We previously reported way back that Dimension Studio was working on a Copy X model kit because they were teasing it and everything. Well, he is indeed real, and in fact, he is currently available right now. It's not an official English release yet, but you can get him at places like Amazon Japan if you feel so inclined. Thanks to Rockman Corner, we do have some images of what Copy X looks like, and I gotta say, he looks pretty cool. Definitely a good match with their already existing Mega Man Zero model kit. So yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know, Copy X is out in the wild right now. People are already uploading videos about him on YouTube, and if you're interested in this guy, get him. And now, as we head into Mega Man's 33rd anniversary celebrations, Capcom is doing quite a few things on their end to celebrate. It's not a new game announcement or anything, but we'll take what we get, I guess. So the first thing actually has to do with the Rockman EXE anime. Yes, the 20th anniversary of Rockman EXE is next year. So to celebrate both the anniversary of the franchise and the anniversary next year, CoroCoro Comics just dropped the first 56 episodes of the Rockman EXE anime on YouTube. And get this, it's for free! Oh my God! However, there's a catch. There's a big catch, because I hope you have a VPN, because these episodes are only available for viewing by Japanese users. I am not kidding. If you go to watch one of these episodes right now, you'll just be met with that wonderful, this video's been blocked in your country sort of thing. Granted, I believe these are the raw episodes anyways, so unless you are fluent in Japanese, you probably would need some English subtitles to watch these anyways. But it is nice that CoroCoro Comics is doing this for that audience, and it is currently available until January 14th, 2021. It is a limited time thing, but pretty cool all the same. Honestly, of all the Rockman EXE things going on this year, before the 20th anniversary has even started, Capcom definitely knows that Rockman EXE is a big thing in Japan and everybody loves the guy, so it's cool that they're capitalizing on that. The next thing happening over on the JP side of things is a couple of new manga coming out on Young Ace Up this coming spring. Rockman Unity announced the Rockman-chan and Rockman-san mangas in order to celebrate the classic series' 33rd anniversary. So this is kind of hilarious. Rockman-chan is supposed to be a comedy parody manga that stars the Blue Bomber himself, as he works for Dr. Light, and if you just look at the cover art here, you see a grown-up Roll in Proto Man without the helmet. You see his hair. Meanwhile, Rush is a real dog. He's not even robotic. Oh my goodness, that's great. And then you have the second one that's called Rockman-san. And it's literally about a grown-up Rockman as he tries to survive in the adult world. What the heck? The cover of this manga caught my eye the most because it's just a grown-up Rockman in a lab coat and everything. That's pretty epic. So both these mangas will be exclusive to Japan, like I mentioned. No English adaptations yet, so hopefully someone will get on translating those, right? But they do seem pretty interesting. Clearly they're meant to be parodies, so don't take them too seriously. But what you can take seriously is the third announcement that Rockman Unity had. You guys might remember that Capcom recently formed a new band called Captoon. Well, it looks like they're ready to reveal their first album, which is called Captoon 1. And this album does feature new pieces from the Mega Man series. Their current track lists include the ever infamous Wily Stage 1 from Mega Man 2, Esperanto from Mega Man 04, and Running Through the Cyberworld from Mega Man Battle Network. Pretty good choices for a first album, so I can't wait to hear them. And if you're in need of more music to your ears, we got another announcement, the last one for today. And this one is actually from the English Mega Man Twitter account. Oh yes, an English announcement finally. Capcom has been pretty busy lately releasing their library of game music to places like Spotify and Steam, which is the platform for this announcement. Recently, Capcom released soundtracks like Ace Attorney, Devil May Cry, and Breath of Fire on Steam, and these batch of uploads now includes the Mega Man series, because they have released the sound collections for Mega Man Classic 1 through 10, and not only that, but you also have the two arrangement albums We Are Rockman 1 and 2, which does include a lot of really great arranged music from across the Mega Man franchise by Capcom's own sound team. If you haven't listened to these albums before, you should because they are a real treat. It even features one of my favorite remixes of Darkman's theme. Now I get it, Steam is more of a gaming platform than a music platform, but you know, we can actually buy We Are Rockman now. I think that's pretty cool. That's all our news for today. Once again, happy 33rd to Mega Man. What are you doing to celebrate the anniversary? Let us know in the comments, and while you're at it, why don't you send some kind words to Kazuya Tsuchiya and his team who are currently working on the next big Mega Man game and lots more stuff. Hopefully we'll get to see what that big game is soon, but in the meantime, good luck and thank you for all you do. And while I'm here saying things, I want to give a big thanks to my buddy Coleman X, who I recently joined for a live build of a special Mega Man X Kotobukiya model kit that has been painted and customized to look more like Shadowrock X. My son looks extremely beautiful, and apparently my son is so excellent that he has now joined Discord as well. That's pretty funny. If you want to see the live build stream archive for yourself, it will be in the description below. We had a good time discussing all sorts of things with the chat. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching and supporting the channel, and we'll see you next time, including next Wednesday for the Rockman X Dive Christmas special. Until then, rock on and happy holidays!